The video demonstrates how an instructor uses Mindmeldr to interact with students. The instructor uses the large browser window, student 1 uses a small browser window, and student 2 uses the iPhone browser. All of them already have Twitter accounts. This is the web app homepage. The instructor will now create a new account. The new account will be linked to the instructor's Twitter account. After creating the new account, the instructor activates his own group. The instructor chooses the Prepare option to create a module. Importing the demo module. Please do not use the browser's back arrow button to navigate. Use the app's own back button instead. This is important. Starting an interactive session, using the demo module. Interactive session has started. Splash screen shows how others may access the session.
User 2, with an iPhone, will now join the session using the URL from the splash screen. User 2 is creating a new account linked to her Twitter account.
User 1, who is already logged into Twitter in the small browser window, will be responding by tweeting his answers. Annotating the slide. Next slide features a multiple choice question showing an image. What type of cloud is it? The image can be expanded by clicking on the full screen button in the image itself, or the one between the navigation buttons. User 1 responds to the question by tweeting his answer. The tweet starts with @xmeld, followed by the group name and then the answer, choice A in this case. The yellow rectangle indicates that the answer was received and understood.
User 2 now responds using her iPhone browser.
Other simulated users are now joining the session. There are 18 of them, and they will be submitting random answers. Yellow rectangles indicate answers received and understood. A red rectangle would indicate an answer received, but not formatted correctly. The green counter to the left of the status line keeps a tally of the answers received. The total count of 21 includes the instructor, 2 demo users, and the 18 other simulated users. All users have responded. Now we will switch the interactive state from engaged to answered by clicking the down arrow button. In the answered state, we see a tally of all the responses. Next slide features a question that requires a number for an answer. Approximately how many million years ago did the dinosaurs become extinct? User 1 tweets his answer by typing at xmeld followed by the number. The group name is no longer required in the tweet.
User 2 responds using the iPhone.
Other users submit answers. The instructor can use the timer above the status line to time the question. When time runs out, the slide will automatically switch to answered state. The timer can be paused and restarted. Now switching to answered state. Next slide features a question that requires an open-ended text answer. Please explain Newton's first law of motion in your own words. User 1 tweets at xmeld followed by his answer.
User 2 responds via the iPhone.
Other users submit random sentences as their answers. If you were in the live mode, you would see the text answers as they came in. Switching to disengaged state to view the answers. Text answers are not automatically scored. However, the instructor may grade them manually later. Next slide features a question that requires marking a point on an image of Africa. Where is the city of Timbuktu located? User 1 tweets the location using the displayed grid, the row number followed by the column letter.
User 2 responds by tapping on the screen.
Others respond by either texting or tapping. If you were in the live mode, you would see a cloud of dots as the answers came in. Switching to disengaged state to see the answers. Switching to answered state to see the correct answers, which are indicated by green. Red indicates wrong answers. The correct answer rectangle can be redrawn anytime. Next slide features a question that requires a line answer. On the surface pressure map, draw a line indicating the location and direction of the strongest winds. User 1 tweets his answer at xmeld followed by the starting cell, a colon, and the ending cell, with no spaces around the colon. Each cell location is the row number followed by the column letter.
User 2 responds by drawing a line on the screen.
Others respond by either texting or drawing. Again, in the live mode, you would see the line answers as they came in. Switching to answered state to see all the responses. The correct response is shown in green. Unlike point responses, line responses are not automatically scored. However, the instructor can grade them manually later. The instructor now ends the interactive session.
User 2 will now review the concluded session on the iPhone. Session review is also possible during the interactive session. Selecting the session to review. Selecting the slide to review. Slide 2. Slide 3. Slide 4. Slide 5. Slide 6. Session scores are in the session gradebook. Total scores for all sessions are in the group gradebook. Bye-bye.